Sorry about the quality of this, but as you might understand, I'm having a bit of trouble getting access to all of Gail's work. But this is the work she did of a Rohingya camp right off the Myanmar border during the horrible events of the Myanmar genocide, the Rohingya genocide. Now, the thing about this image, the way she uses the drone on this, and I really suggest this you watch the whole thing because this is the video that's actually looked most by drone students. Is that as a journalist, she is using the drone here. She is making sure to fully capture not just what's going on the ground, the human activity, but she is fully capturing the size of this camp. She's taking her time with the drone to let you know just how big this camp is and what kind of conditions these people are living in. When this thing is more than just a photograph on the ground, this is very hardcore evidence. I mean, evidence like this could be brought up in a trial with people, maybe at a future state for the genocide. How do you explain this? It's really, you can have all the fake news in the world, but you show this to somebody, or if you make people in Myanmar see this, it'll be really impossible for them to deny something is really going on here. The thing to remember is this isn't a team of accredited journalists, though Gail was accredited, but this isn't a team of accredited journalists working for a major news outlet with a truck. This is a woman who hired a rickshaw to take her to the border, and the only drone she could get through was a Parrot Bebop, which at the time, by professional droners, was considered a toy. It was a drone that was so lightweight that you actually didn't need a drone certification to operate it. So this is a woman in her 50s on her own going into this camp and using a toy drone and getting these images. And I think as a lesson to future drone journalists, what can be more inspirational? Don't concentrate on the professional accreditations, even those are important. You need to get your licensing and all of that. That's really critical. But when you're actually in field, you got to work with what you've got. Very often, the very best drone won't get through the border. Sometimes the very best team with a droner won't be allowed in. But a 50-year-old woman can sneak in on the back of a rickshaw and get a Parrot Bebop up there. Okay? And, I really suggest you watch the entire drone episode. It's a fairly long bit of video, but it is really the full reality. And just stop and think, not just that this is a private, a woman, a human being working as a freelance journalist operating a Parrot Bebop. And whenever I watch it, I think, what it must be like to be those people in those camp. You can see the mud stairs, you can see the toilets, you can see how the roofs are patched, you can see how it's raining, you can see the fact this is out in the middle of nowhere. It's not exactly like there's a hospital nearby or a place to get any food. This is really, really as inhuman as people can get to other human beings. And I am so proud, even though I've lost Gail, I'm so proud that I had the time to live with someone on this earth who could do this, who could take a drone, go into the field, and capture this kind of journalism, which is as good as any other drone journalism I've seen from the field. And this is just part of what she did. She did a comprehensive study of the work of this area, and it was all breakthrough. It was all inspirational. This is a single woman in the field, operating on her own with support, local support. She's getting to drive her around and help translate, but she's not waiting to get permission. She's going in there and she's getting the story, and she's getting the story with whatever equipment she has. And in this particular story, it was so big. Okay, the drone really, really made a huge difference because this wasn't a story that, just a front camera could tell. This was a story you needed to see from above to believe the full extent of what's happened. A lot of people wouldn't be able to believe this, but you look at this drone material and You have to believe it. You have no other choice.